On December 25th, 1984, a spaceship crash lands in Kansas carrying the alien child Kal-El. That child grows up to become Superman, ushering in an age of heroes and setting this Earth on a course that will change its fate forever. These heroes and legends may be familiar to you, but their stories and their histories are not the same. This is Earth AP. Last time on Earth AP, Calendar Man 2 and the Narrator, with the help of the Flash, went back in time and stopped Vandal Savage's plot to prevent a baby Superman from landing in Kansas. As Superman, the Flash, Vandal Savage, and the Narrator returned to the present, March 1st, 2030, Calendar Man 2 reappeared as King Calendar. And that's where we left it that time. We're playing Worlds in Peril by Kyle Simmons. As editor-in-chief of this game, my agenda is the following. Portray a comic book world, fill the characters' lives with action and adventure, push the players to tell their stories too, and play to find out what happens. Continuing tonight, we have our we have Eclipse.
Hi, I'm Eclipse.
And we have Mom Bun.
Hey, I'm Rabbit.
We got the Rabbit and the Eclipse here. Last time we left y'all with a little I like to think of those last 4 episodes as like one little arc, right? The Save Superman arc. If this was like a cartoon, we ended with our 2 things. King Calendar, you went and tried to talk some sense in to the wizard with everything that was going on. High Plastic Flowers. And then Narrator, you went to the Hall of Justice library, and things are still kind of goofy for your memories of time and events. They're way more in line with what's happened and what you like. They're way more in line with the things you're reading, but a handful of details are still a little messed up here and there.
Yeah, Superman's deaths were cut down from 100 to 30.
Something like that. And the players involved, it's always Superman and someone else, but sometimes it's Superman and Darkseid instead of Superman and Doomsday, things like that.
Oh yeah.
We're pushing in the spirit of real life Halloween. We're pushing time forward several months. It is, let's say, early in the day Halloween 2030.
Oh
yes.
I should have asked this earlier,
yes.
But once this Halloween thing is over, are we gonna go back in time, or are we just gonna be stuck in Halloween season?
We can decide how that goes. We can always go back if we want, if there are things that we want to talk about from there.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of, what King Calendar, how has your life changed since bringing back Superman to Halloween? Any big events since then?
I think that if you're okay with this, Bun, I think King Calendar has probably gotten closer to the Narrator.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Mostly because I think King Calendar is realizing that he's in such a state that's different from other people, that any sort of normalcy is appreciated. And I also think he's reconnected with Calendar Man the First, or not reconnected, but connected more deeply with Calendar Man the First, because he's kind of come to a realization that Calendar Man the First is the only real relative that he has who isn't I think that Calendar Man or King Calendar likes Wizard, but Wizard is hard. It's difficult to maintain a relationship with him.
Yeah.
And I think Calendar Man 1 also has a lot of insight into dealing with having eyes that are kind of eyes that have seen a lot across many timelines and different parts of time.
Yeah, absolutely. What did Calendar Man 1, Calendar Man of the First, say when he first saw you looking as King Calendar?
I honestly, I think it was probably just a it was probably some sort something that was I'm trying to think of how he would express this feeling, but it was a feeling of I avoided this, and I knew this would eventually happen to you,
mm-hmm.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, but just a quick question about your new appearance. I can throw it up on the thing
yes.
as I'm asking the question. But you have like a drastic look change from the way we've drawn you before to the way you're being drawn currently. I find your cool picture, and then I'm gonna find mine too. I found it. Um, do you have like a? I know when I was drawing my version of King Calendar, I was getting like heavy, like Raiden from Metal Gear Rising, where like he does have like a kind of I don't look completely cyborged out look that maybe doesn't get shown as often, but it exists. Is that something that you have as well?
Yeah, King Calendar definitely has like I'm imagining it's a Dante. Well, it's not really Dante Devil May Cry. It's like kind of adjacent, maybe like a maroon corduroy jacket, um, with a tank top and like dark jeans. Um, he can't get rid of the month projection thing, the hologram, because it's like I like to imagine it's like maybe tied to the magic that's like keeping him here. Um,
Sure.
but yeah, he looks somewhat normal.
Somewhat okay, yeah. I just there you go, so that everyone can see what I'm talking about. I've got King Calendar floating above Eclipse.
Having a
Oh,
great
yeah.
time.
Yeah. All right. So you do have something. So it wasn't like obviously Calendar Man like saw something different, but it wasn't like a complete oh boy. You were
Yeah, thankfully it's not fused to his skin.
yeah. Oh boy, you were cyborged out.
Yeah.
Narrator, you mentioned that I had for the audience, I had Eclipse and Bun redo some of their bonds, just because I was like, I don't want them to have to like roll a bunch of dice to start this off. With the one rule being like, don't put bonds into things that like you've lost them from, because that should be something that we do see on screen, for like storytelling purposes. But Bun definitely put some with Dr. Fate. So I want to how did that happen? So Dr. Fate was recommended to narrator as someone who can kind of help with narrator's current situation, which is that when narrator was trying to do a very cool see the threads, force the narration in a certain way thing, the strings got all funky. They turned into silly string, they turned into yarn. They're normally like a fishing line type thing, but they were turned into all types of other weird materials, and like using them and trying to pull on them was difficult, because there's a certain feeling to the fishing line strains, and like it's yarn, it feels different, it reacts different. So how was that going to Dr. Fate and kind of getting that worked on?
I guess like they probably like they probably got like a recommendation and like started like reached out to Dr. Fate and explained it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like over the months they started going there, and it's kind of like went from like this purely professional thing to like a weird like friendship. So Dr. Fate went from this weird like dude they were seeing for like problems to like both like a regular physician they go to see, and I guess like a mentor and friend.
Sure, yeah. What was the so that's not what I do. What was the thing that Dr. Fate did that has like kind of realigned your powers? And because I know Bun, you have a less knowledge of DC stuff. Dr. Fate's like a magician, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I posted a picture of him, and I'll make my own design at some point. But he's his helmet is the source of his like magic power and knowledge. And he can like construct things and like knows stuff about magic, but like in Earth AP he has like a real good grasp on like how powers work in the universe, like what their sources come from, how they kind of manifest, and like even if he doesn't know exactly how your powers work, he knows like a handful of things that can approximate, a thing. It's like, oh, if for some reason you wanted to come to him and be like, I want to get Superman's version of flight, and like to be able to do the thing where he saves an airplane without it like being completely destroyed because a bunch of pressure is being put on like the wing, and that shouldn't be how you save a plane. He could like do some things. He's not gonna like make you Kryptonian, but he could do a thing to be like, all right, I've approximated this power. You can have it for, a day up to semi-permanently.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Narrator could do that because, like, if they got high enough to save a plane, they'd probably pass out. They're still human.
Sure. Well, I'm just saying, like, Dr. Fate could like, it's almost like those. Have you seen those YouTube videos where it's like, I've turned plastic into grape soda? It's like that, where it's like, okay, I kind of know the basics of how this power works. I'm going to approximate it to the best of my ability, and you could do it if you wanted to, and I gave you like a ring that can let you do it or whatever.
Makes sense.
So, was there anything special that he did to you or gave to you, or even like hey, here's like a thing you can do to like refocus your powers or anything like that?
I feel like probably like a little like notebook or something, like a little notebook and like paper, and just recommended me to like keep notes of things that just stand out that feel weird.
Gotcha. So it's just the act of like taking the notes and being aware of like the things that are going on in the universe.
Yeah, like I imagine this is like the first steps to like getting used to understanding this. So like he wants me to take notes, so he probably gets more knowledge of how it works.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing more strings return to normal?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like it's still there. There's a handful of like weird materials, but for the most part, they're all like, for the most part, you see more normal ones than messed up ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So I guess I should ask, since I marked 3 people as my bond. What? So you remember how last I mentioned Superman gave me the blue suit?
Mm-hmm.
Narrator totally like cut it up, like cut out the S and made it into like this half cape.
Okay.
And like they wear it now, and a bunch and probably like a bunch of Superman fans or nerds like get really mad at him for Narrator for it. But like, does any of the people that have marked down as bonds get mad about it?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that they're totally cool with it. Superman absolutely is cool with whatever you do with that. Like he's been like, I don't. He doesn't need this anymore. He gave it to you because you wanted it and you helped him out. You can do whatever you want with it at that point. It's yours to use as you need.
Yeah.
So I think he's chill with it. I don't think you said you marked one with Dr. Fate and you marked one with the Flash, right?
The Flash and the Question. The Flash is 3 and the Question is 4.
Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. None of them. The Flash, I think we haven't like seen a lot of the Flash, but there's a Flash museum in Central City, and just because he's like he's like a hometown hero type, like obviously he pops up wherever he can because he can do that. That's part of his powers, but like they love him, so he sees that and it's like, better than putting it on a mannequin and letting it hang out in a museum forever. And then the Question, I think the Question is very much like, well, we've already notated that this thing has happened. Like we know that the suit existed. It's fine. Do what you want with it.
Yeah, Narrator knows it like clashes with their superhero costume, but they just don't care. They just relish in how many fans and nerds get mad about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, perfect. That's good.
Yeah, I feel like the I feel like question narrator and the Flash are probably like good friends. They probably like talk and hang out sometimes, but not that much. But like narrator and the question are probably like drinking buddies, probably like bonding over how weird stuff is.
Oh, absolutely. I bet, especially the question that you saw was it. I never remember to give him a name, but I bet that I bet he wouldn't even tell you his name, honestly, to keep the mystery.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's fine being referred to as question or the question at all times, even if he's like out of the no face mask.
Yeah. Narrator probably doesn't ever bother asking him his name.
I like to think that because you're writing your notes down all the time, that he's like looking them over and being like, okay, yeah, I remember all this. I wasn't here for it, but I remember this. This happened.
Yeah.
So it is Halloween Day. Do you two have plans together for Halloween?
I don't know. Can we come up with a fun group costume idea?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, my costume. It's the narrator.
Do you think other people dress up as the narrator?
Probably not.
I bet there's a couple people.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know if narrator's that popular. They don't have any cool powers yet.
I bet after, because you did the cool redirect the energy thing. With Lex Luthor's robots, those weird drone things. I have a feeling that like that showed up somewhere and like,
yeah,
oh
fair.
damn. Oh, I love the half cape, by the way.
Yeah. I guess a few people, people. So they bought like a dollar store narrator costume.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like one of these answers makes this significantly more weird, and I wouldn't have King Calendar do it. Is Raven like currently like a teen hero or like an established adult hero?
Okay. I would say Raven. I would say like Raven exists. I bet she's on the league on some level. Like she's got a league phone, and I would say that she's probably an adult.
Okay, so King Calendar's gonna do a Raven cosplay.
Hell yeah. I think she looks like. Okay, have either of you seen the costume for the CW version of Supergirl?
Yeah. I have not.
So basically they got rid of the skirt and gave her like pants as part of like the whole thing, and like kind of like the it's really funny. It looks like how teens and especially emo teens would like put a hole for their thumbs in hoodies.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've done that. I like to think that they've done like in Earth AP, they've done something similar for Raven. Raven definitely had like a Teen Titans the cartoon, and like how she's drawn sometimes, like outfit with just like the was it a unitard and like the cape, and that's it. And like gray. I think now she's like wearing something different, but like still has the color scheme and has the general like vibe of that costume, but like she's wearing pants now.
Have you seen Fortnite Raven?
Oh no, I haven't seen Fortnite Raven.
She's basically that.
Oh, cool.
She has the unitard, but she has like leggings. That's like the classic one, and the rebirth one is she has like a long skirt and like legging boots.
Hold on, let me post a picture of Fortnite Raven.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely it. That's what it's if I was to design this, if I'm gonna draw, if Raven ever appears on screen and I gotta draw her, that's basically what it's like.
Cool.
Ooh, also I like the rebirth one with the hoodie. That's good.
Yeah, rebirth is really fun.
Here's my question: if people saw narrator in the cheap narrator costume, would they just like mock narrator and say it's a cheap costume?
No, because I feel like that's just what people would wear to be the narrator. Like they would wear whatever you were wearing when you did the cool Lex Luthor thing. So they would try to be, you know how they're the memes there where it's like Hank Hill and it's like steal his fit and it's like the $500 version or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they do that for you.
God.
And so it's like people approximating whatever you were wearing at the time. Because I'm imagining, like, you've described narrator. Oh, go ahead, Eclipse.
Noticing God.
Like, Bun, you've described narrator as being like someone who just kind of wears whatever and just throws the mask on. Like maybe has like a backpack or something that just has some stuff, like some superhero stuff with them. But like they're just wearing whatever they were wearing 5 minutes ago as they like ran to hide to put the mask on.
Yeah.
And
they probably don't even hide. They probably just put on the mask right in front of everyone.
that's even funnier. But I imagine that like the way that you've described narrator and like being like a college student and stuff, I imagine that like the fit is all over the place. And so that day it may have been like a thrift store hoodie with like jeans that have been worn for a long time and like boots and like, I don't know, a graphic tee or something underneath it. Like,
that makes sense.
Like basically like whatever I drew for that cover the first time, with like I think I did like the blue like jacket vest type thing, like a white shirt underneath. Like that stuff was just kind of like thrifted of some sort. So it's like kind of all over the place. So people are just kind of going like, I don't know, man. I found like a blue vest at the Goodwill, and that's what I'm wearing. That and like I bet that there are, because there are like a few heroes with like faceless looks. I bet that there are a few just like, all right, it's just like a mask of every color, just but no face, and somehow you can see through it easy.
Hell yeah.
I bet that's a thing. Okay, so King Calendar, you're dressed up as Raven.
Yes.
That's good. I like that a lot. And then narrator, you're just dressed up as yourself.
Yeah.
King Calendar, is Halloween special for you in any way?
Well, it's a date on the calendar, of course it does.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it feels like a lot of dates on the calendar are special to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a holiday though.
Yeah.
King Calendar loves holidays.
Calendar loves holidays. Okay. So were you hanging out together? Were you like planning on doing something this evening? Like what was going on?
Well, I mean, only if narrator can solve my Halloween riddle.
Okay, what's your Halloween riddle?
I think it's like, I think King Calendar sent in the mail like a hockey mask, and it's like something related to the address from like Camp Crystal Lake.
Perfect. I like that. Narrator, do you solve the riddle? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Eclipse.
That's like the date and time that they'll meet. There are like certain details that are like based on like certain imperfections in the mask that King Calendar's intentionally created, and yeah.
Narrator, is this oh, okay, what other thing? How many times have you given narrator funny riddles like this?
All the time.
All the time. Narrator, are you good at solving these?
Yes, but only when like I'm slightly tipsy from drinking.
Okay, perfect. How so narrator, I'm assuming you solved this riddle.
Yeah.
Okay. What
The reason why I only solve them when tipsy is because Calendar Man has given narrator so many riddles that there's just given up.
just like stacks and stacks of funny riddles and stuff.
Yeah.
I like to imagine it's there's like a code or something, or like basically like SOS 911 whatever, where King Calendar puts something on the riddle to be like, no, this one you have to solve.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what's the date and time? What are we meeting? Or I guess not date and time, but where are we meeting and when, and yeah, I guess where. We know the date.
What did he say?
Do we know where Camp Crystal Lake is?
Because it could go
I-
one of two ways. It could be like actual Camp Crystal Lake, or like we're going to the meet up at the movie theater that's showing. You know?
Maybe
There-
it's like
narrator shows up to like a very like clear, clean lake, and they just assume
Oh, no.
Calendar Man means by crystal clear. Crystal Lake. They just mean like a very clean, unpolluted lake.
yeah. I like the idea. The thing was that it was 13th Street, and it was like they were gonna meet at what's a detail that you could, because like Friday the 13th Street, they're gonna meet at 5 because Friday's the 5th day.
Perfect. I love that. All right, so where are you two, I guess, now?
Well, I mean, this is the thing that happens. King Calendar now has to find narrator, and so
Uh-oh.
goes on a hunt through the city to look for them.
Oh no.
Narrator's probably sitting at a bench, like looking over the river, like slouched over, just looking at the floor, disappointed.
What's city are y'all in? I know that Metropolis has been the city, but I don't know if you've moved around or anything since our last adventure.
I mean, I've mentioned that Metropolis is narrator's hometown.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because of college. That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like do people go to Gotham for Halloween?
Oh, absolutely.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we should be in Gotham.
Yeah, let's be in Gotham.
Okay. So y'all meet up. So where are you going now? Let's assume after like a lot of texting and trying to find each other in Gotham, I like to how does that look exactly? I know that King Calendar, you're just like looking for a narrator just kind of like hanging out on a bench.
Yeah, just dropping him texts, just being like, okay, I give up on the riddle. Where are you? Where are you at?
Probably when like Counterman meets up with narrator, narrator just stares at Counterman and just goes, "Can you be like normal once in your life and just set an address?"
It's a good riddle.
It's like that oh yeah. It's a good riddle. I like it a lot.
Maybe these riddles are the reason why I blow up a planet in your future.
Oh no. What? Oh, so where now that you two are together, where's the plan? Where are you headed?
I'm trying to think of where would the cool places be in Gotham City.
There has to be like haunted houses.
Oh yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
There like picks out the most like dreary, like unpopular haunted house.
the Joker house. I don't think there's a Joker house.
Oh my, is there a Joker house?
Probably not.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
it's actually really fun.
Hmm?
Okay, I do like the idea that they would like make like a tourist thing of like this was the Joker's house, and now like it's like a historical like ghost site. They're like there's bad energy here.
Oh
You wanna
man.
go? Hey, Counterman, you wanna go see Joker's house? It says he's born there.
Yeah, I'll go see Joker house.
All right, y'all head to Joker house. What's everyone look like? What do the people who are working Joker house on Halloween look like?
The Joker.
Probably like bad Joker makeup.
What's the Joker
Yeah.
look like?
So imagine a person wearing white face paint, and they have green hair and
Red
red
nose.
lipstick,
Mhm.
and a I actually really like the idea of the Joker having a clown nose. That's really fun.
Yeah.
What if their green hair was like the poofy like clown hair?
Oh, that's really good. Instead of like the slicked back,
Mhm.
I love that.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Like they're an actual clown.
Like they basically look like Bozo the Clown, but like Joker colors, like purples and greens and
Yeah.
red accents.
Yeah, in society we're all doing Bozo's dub.
Do you think it says that somewhere?
Yes, absolutely.
There's a Joker. I like to think that there's a Joker house gift shop. and there's like a shirt you can get that says that.
Hell yeah.
King Calendar, how does Batman feel about this? Or have you even talked about this before with him?
I don't think I brought it up, but I think it was like the last time we talked about this was around Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, I don't know, going somewhere, and it's like, oh, it's another one. It's the Joker house. Don't look at those people; they're weird.
Narrator buys one of the T-shirts, like a T-shirt that says something like a classic Joker line, and they like put it on.
Perfect.
Normal's just a setting on the washing machine.
Oh my god, I love this. Yeah. When was the last time Joker was even seen? Has he ever like ever?
I really like the idea that they've been gone for like years.
Yeah.
Like I really like that idea.
Can I introduce some drama?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
And I like this idea because it's like the opposite of the way that that Joker usually reacts to doing this. It was when he killed Robin.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right. So when it's 2030 right now. When was that approximately?
10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I like 10.
Okay. So yeah, in 2020-ish, Joker killed a Robin and hasn't been seen since.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we know this, but I am interested. I don't know what you want to do, Josh, but I am interested in the idea of a remorseful Joker.
okay.
Yeah, that was how I was picturing it too, that they're remorseful.
Yeah, I like that. I'm down.
I got the sense in this world that like it doesn't usually go that far.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, it happens to Superman, right? But it's more of like a Superman can take it type of thing, right? Like you almost never hear about other heroes like dying at all.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, they'll get beat up. You know, lots of people get beat up here, but like yeah, that's a lot. And especially with like Batman stuff, I think.
It's like if Zach Galifianakis Lego Batman Joker killed Robin.
Yeah. Like just a purely just an accidental escalation that like yeah. Okay, cool. So you I like this a lot. King Calendar, did you know the Robin? I mean, I guess it was 10 years ago, so maybe you didn't, but
oh god,
so either answer's fine. It does, you know, just curious.
Yeah, I am interested in the idea that like Calendar Man, like I mean probably, right? Because they're with kids in Gotham.
Yeah. And you knew like Batman around that same time, so
yeah,
that makes sense. Do you which Robin was it?
I don't know the names, but
Okay,
like,
that's fine if you do.
The first Robin that Batman had, basically.
Okay.
In Earth AP world.
Okay.
I got a potential interesting idea.
Yeah, go on.
What if no one knows that Robin was killed by Joker? Robin just mysteriously died.
I'm down with that.
That's a very end of that one Batman movie. Batman gets in the Batmobile and is like, "It's fine. This changes nothing." Vibe.
Yeah. I think that could be interesting. I think that yeah. All right. So we live in a world where, you know, Joker has been gone long enough that like making goofs about Joker is like fine.
Yeah.
It's like it was a, you know, people know he disappeared. He did a lot of like awful things to Gotham, and like I think that a lot of times that people don't die, right? Like they do sometimes, but like not often. And so people know that something tragic happened and the Joker was someone who did a lot of awful tragic things in Gotham, but like it's so far in the past that people can be like, man, we got terrorized by a clown, like honk honk red nose clown.
Yeah.
and now they're able to make jokes about it.
Yeah, and also when villains do things, usually they, if someone dies, they're like an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. How?
Still bad.
Yeah, it's still bad, but it's like, yeah, it's different.
I really want to make a bad joke here.
Uh-oh.
Let me send the post in.
Oh boy. As you're sending that post, what are some other like funny or silly or interesting attractions of Joker House?
There's like a row of like little like jack in the boxes, and one of them punches you with a big punching glove.
Does it have like the funny fish and stuff too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It's like mostly like it's like for Halloween they make it a little haunted housey, but like for the most part it's like here's a museum of like all the stuff we endured as Gotham.
Yeah, there's also this is behind glass, but there's a Tommy gun that shot out a little red flag after it shot, and then the little red flag pops out and it unloads a bunch of fully automatic rounds.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Uh yes, I think you can make it. I think you can make the Joker mush.
Yeah. Okay, so the narrator like nudges Counterman, like points his narrator's shirt, and goes, "Hey, hey, Counterman, I'm Joker. I'm being normal. Can I have my Joker mush?"
What's did he eat that? Was that a thing he did?
Yeah, it's his favorite meal.
Huh.
No, I don't think it's actually his favorite meal. Wait, do you not know about the Joker mush meme?
I don't think I do.
It was all over Twitter like a few years ago.
Huh. Interesting.
I love the idea that there are Joker memes in in this world.
It's really good.
Yeah. Uh uh I would like narrator in King Calendar. There's something like off about Joker House this year.
Mhm.
Maybe y'all have been here before, either together or apart. It's definitely not the first time. What's like the thing that's different about different and like I'd say slightly off-putting this year?
I have a really dark one.
Yeah, go for
What's
it.
your joke?
Is that the Joker? Like one of the attendants, it's like this like sad older guy who looks too good in the makeup.
Mm.
Hey, are you the Joker?
Well, hold on. before you say that in character, narrator, what's the thing you notice? What's like the weird thing that you latch onto that isn't the old man that might be the Joker?
Honestly, this place feels probably a bit too clean. Like for something that's unpopular and like something that's probably like run down, it feels like it was just recently cleaned. Like it was like someone was expecting us.
Okay. All right, you could then ask now that I know the thing that you have decided is happening here. I want to know please. I want you to ask that again.
Like, hey, are you the Joker?
I think the older guy just kind of like, what is he doing, King Calendar? Like, what's the thing that like he does something? I like to think he's like doing something or does something on top of the makeup that like makes you think,
I think I'm trying to think of things that like Joker, Batman villain Char, a landmine of ableist bullshit. I think um, I think he keeps like checking. He's cleaning one of the windows, and he keeps like checking his smile in it.
Okay. Okay. And the narrator asks, "Hey, are you the Joker?" Um. I don't think he like pays attention. I don't think he hears you at first. I think he's checking his smile in the reflection of one of like the glass cases. He's like looking at the fish, the funny fish that's smiling.
Hey, Calendar Man, I think this might be the Joker. He just ignored my question.
Think we should probably leave him alone.
I mean, aren't you curious? What if he wrote a novel?
What?
What if he wrote a novel? Disappeared.
As are you? I like to think that you two are like looking at each other as you're like saying this. Like you've like you're not looking at him anymore. As this conversation keeps going, and as if that's okay with you too.
Yeah, that's all right with me.
I think that this Joker worker comes up and like puts his hands on both of your shoulders, like, "Are you two having fun?"
Yeah, it's kind of a neat place.
Gift shop the gift shop's lacking a lot of stuff. I only got the shirt.
Oh, there's more shirts in there, of course. And you know, there's all types. You could get a mug even.
Yeah, but I'm starting to feel like this place isn't actually where Joker was born. Like, I feel like if this was actually the place, you'd have stuff like Joker ice cream, wouldn't you?
Did you not check the freezer in the gift shop?
I look at the calendar.
He honks his nose as he says that.
Did you check the freezer, Calendar Man?
Oh, I didn't. I guess that's where it would be, huh?
Yeah, we have all type Joker memorabilia out the ass here at Joker House. Yeah. He's struggling to keep the voice.
Hey, do you have any Joker crazy cones?
Joker crazy cones. I think those were discontinued last year.
Huh.
Hey, so what's the actual proof that this is the Joker's like actual house? Because there's like 5.
Well, these aren't really so much as like actual houses, so much as they're monuments to what Gotham has endured.
Endured what?
From the Joker. I mean, look at all this stuff. He starts like pointing at all the weird stuff and like newspaper clippings, and I like to think that there's also like maybe like a printout of like an Earth AP BuzzFeed article or something.
Nair like looks at Calendar Man. King Calendar. Wait, is Joker actually that bad? I just thought he was like a serial prankster everyone hated.
I mean, he did kill some people.
Yeah, sometimes pranks go a bit too far.
Yeah.
This is true. And this older Joker guy pats you both on the shoulders. I hope you enjoy your stay. And he goes back and he like looks at himself in like a mirror.
Hold on, wait. Narrator pulls out their phone. I'm gonna call Batman. I need to check if this is actually Joker's house.
Hey, when you pull out your phone, you see a note tapped stuck in there.
Oh, I'll open it. What's the note?
The note is written in red ink, and it says, "When at your lowest I appear to give you feelings most severe. I make your senses most unclear, becomes your inner puppeteer. Where the bat premiered, don't call the man we're sincere. If you doubt and have him interfere, we'll make your days disappear."
King Calendar,
and it's
what did I
signed,
tell you?
and it's signed with a green question mark.
King Calendar, what did I tell you about leaving griddles in my personal possessions?
That's not me. I think that's the Riddler.
It's the Joker.
Wait, who's the Riddler? Isn't that the question? I'm kind of friends with him.
No, there's a different. The question's on our side. The Riddler is It depends.
She's not on your side. The Riddler is not on your side.
Okay.
So I need to freshen up on my riddles.
Yeah. Josh, can you actually post that for us just so I can give it a read over?
Yeah. It's an AP planning. After you read the note out, that older Joker fellow is gone.
Your lowest eye appear to give your feelings most severe. Make your senses most unclear. It becomes your inner puppeteer. Okay.
I think this is telling me to call Batman.
No, I think it's telling us the opposite.
Yeah, but this is obviously from a bad guy. Shouldn't we do the opposite of what bad people want us to do?
Yeah, but he said that they said they're sincere. She said she's sincere.
Okay. Whoever added this to my did the Riddler add their number to my phone so I can call them?
No, I don't think we should have Batman interfere because it'll make our days disappear.
No, I was asking who should I call then if I can't call Batman?
Me. I'm gonna help you with the riddle.
Okay, narrator dials King Calendar's phone number.
King Calendar picks up his phone. Hi, King Calendar here.
Yeah, is this the Riddler?
No. You're right next to me. Hangs up. I think we need to go where Batman first premiered, and I don't know where that is.
All right. Yeah, let's go there.
If you have an idea, go for it. Otherwise, we can make this a roll.
Ooh.
I mean,
yeah, I think I'll establish that. I don't think King Calendar knows.
Okay, narrator.
I feel like this is something you could find in the Joker house, so I'm gonna look around in the Joker house to see if I can find it.
Yeah. I think this is probably like a gather intel.
Yeah, investigate.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, doing research, gathering your thoughts, debate or not. Yeah, investigate for sure.
All right, so shoot, how do I roll again?
Exclamation point, roll, and then 2d6 plus whatever your modifier is.
That is an 8.
Ooh, boy. All right, what is an 8? All right, on a 10 plus, ask 1. On a 7 to 9, your first choice method comes up dry. You must enlist the aid of another PC or choose a different method. On a fail, you find trouble finds you, and I'll come up with what you were up to and tell you what trouble rises. Your questions you can ask are: who can tell me what I want to know? Where can I find whatever? What are the rumors about whatever? Who is the most upset about whatever? Who stands the most to gain from whatever?
Yeah, sure. I'll ask Count. I'll ask King Counter to help me look at all these snippets on the wall.
Sure. Where are you two looking in here? I know that you said on the wall looking at snippets, but is there anything that sticks out? Any clippings? Any jokery things?
I imagine there's an entire room dedicated to incidents with the Batman and Joker.
Absolutely.
So I'm probably looking in there.
Yeah, King Calendar, do you see anything, any leads you go on? Or are you in the Batman Joker room as well?
I mean, it's fucked up what he did to Robert De Niro. But, other than that, yeah, I guess looking in the Batman Joker room because that would probably give us the premiere if it was against Joker.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I think y'all find something. Go ahead and ask a question. One of narrator, ask one of the questions. And if you have another question, we could just have that be the question too.
Where can I find where Batman premiered?
Okay. So it's really funny actually. You're looking around stuff. It's like the Batman Joker room's like actually kind of sparse in this location. But you, narrator, notice that there's like a sign that's like advertising like a Gotham Halloween pass to go to a bunch of these different museums that are all over Gotham. And this is done by one that is like the I think that there are like competing museums of like different things because like a lot of like the Gotham heroes and villains like leave their stuff around. And I think that like basically anyone who's like been in Gotham for like a couple of years could probably like open up or could like at least donate something to a museum. Any number of museums, and this is like the best one in Gotham, and it's about Batman. And that's what you find. You're like, oh, I know that this place will definitely have info. And like, lucky you two, it's like a handful of blocks up the street.
Hell yeah. Let's go there.
Hell yeah. What is the Batman museum look like? I will say that I think Batman is treated like a lot more mysteriously than like the Joker. Just in general by like people of Gotham. It's very much like I'm pretty sure I've seen Batman before, but I don't know that anyone has like any good pictures of him. He's not like posing like he is with like a Superman would in Metropolis. There's no statues.
I like the idea that the Batman Museum has the vibe of like a cathedral at night.
Oh hell
like,
yeah!
with no one in it.
Perfect. What do the people who work the Batman Museum look like?
I like the idea that they kind of have like almost like they have like half masks that are like Batman themed.
Mm-hmm.
And like suits, or maybe not suits, maybe like black turtleneck sweaters and like dark pants.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all are at the this Batman museum. What's the plan here?
I'm gonna buy some at a gift shop.
What's in the gift shop?
Yeah, what's in the gift shop, Clips?
Probably like toy batarangs for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, receptionist, are these batarangs actually weapons?
No, please don't use them as weapons.
Bat shark spray, functional.
Functional, yeah, absolutely. I love the idea that like nobody knows enough about Batman to like sell his rights or anything. So things like the Adam West Batman show could potentially exist in this universe. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe he is like this.
Yeah.
So
I'll take the shark spray. I'll take the shark spray.
Got the shark spray. King Calendar, are you picking up anything?
Yeah.
Good. All right. So we're now you're in the Batman Museum. Where are you headed to try and get more info, get some intel, get an idea of where he is, or where he debuted, I guess.
I guess I'll just ask the receptionist.
Sure. What are you asking the receptionist?
Hey, so do you know like when like Batman first like popped up?
Well, information on Batman is a little scarce, as you can see, and I think that like compared to the Joker Museum you were just at, which is like one of many, by the way, there is surprisingly less stuff. There's like newspaper clippings and stuff too, but like the pictures are awful. You can't make out that it's even Batman in the picture.
Please, God, please, God, tell me you have better pictures than these.
Well, she like guides you to a thing, and it is a battering in like a glass case. Sorry. And then it's like dated a certain time and approximately like where it was found. And it was found near a like water treatment plant of some sort in Gotham.
Oh,
So like a worker found it. They were like, "What the hell is this? This should not be here."
you all right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm drinking tea as I'm talking, and it went down the wrong pipe. But yeah. So that is what people say is like the first instance of like there was some weird guy that looked like impossibly imposing, glowing eyes, and then they found these little little bat things now called batarangs, colloquially, around there, and it was at a water treatment plant in Gotham.
Hey, King Calendar, you think that battering's real?
Maybe, and we can go check out the water treatment plant.
I turned that back to the receptionist. Hey, I'm gonna need that battering.
I mean, we can't give it to just two people dressed up for Halloween. Like we can't do that.
I'm a real superhero.
Yeah, that's what everyone says on Halloween.
You're gonna really break the narrator's heart like this?
I've seen two other narrators today.
Wait, shit, really?
Yeah. Look, and I think there's like maybe like some like security cam footage like on a big TV, and like she rolls it back. It's like up near the front or something, and there's like two other people have come by that wore what you wore when you were doing Lex Luthor things.
Holy shit, King Calendar, you know what this means, right?
No.
I'm popular.
Oh, yeah, true.
I can monetize myself.
Hell yeah. Oh, go ahead.
What's a superhero in the DC universe that like publicly showed their identity?
I think. Oh, let's see. That's a good question. I bet Wonder Woman's very like upfront about her identity because she doesn't come from Earth. So, like, what does it matter?
Do you think I should pull a Wonder Woman and make my identity public?
Mine is already public if you want me to just cast a spell so we can get this person to believe us.
Do you want to do that? Is that a thing you can do?
That sounds kind of like unethical.
I probably got... Do I have cantrips? I probably got cantrips. I can probably just do like a little flourish of magic.
Okay, sure. I think that yeah, I think that works. It's still a roll that we need, but I can't quite tell what it would be, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is there like a generic power roll?
No, not really. Like you just kind of use your powers. It's not the power that I'm worried about. It's this receptionist giving you the battering to like check for authenticity.
Let me check the generic moves.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking through right now. I don't think there's anything.
What about seize control?
Seize control. Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a non-violent seize control, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. So, yeah, choose which stat you want to roll, and then 2d6 plus that.
Cool. I'll do influence. That makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
7.
All right, so you get to choose one. You seize control over what was contested. You prevent yourself from ending up at a disadvantage or in harm's way. You put your opponent at a disadvantage.
Let's say put my opponent at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Which I guess is just like doubt.
No, because I think your opponent isn't. Like I said, I don't think that this person's your opponent. I think it's the Riddler, right? It's whatever.
Oh, true.
So I think that. Okay, here's what I think. Your cantrip, totally works. You're like, oh, this receptionist is like, oh, damn, y'all are superheroes, huh?
Yeah,
like what's okay.
Yeah, I'm Raven, and this is Starfire.
I think the reception is just kind of like okay, well, don't make me regret this. And as she's about to like lift up the glass, I think King Calendar, you see little King Calendar, you see little Joker questions on like the back of the batarang, the little green question marks. And narrator, Riddler. Yeah, what did I say?
He said Joker.
Oops, I was still thinking about Joker House. Yeah, you see little like green question marks, little Riddler question marks, and then narrator, you see strings.
Oh dear.
Off of it. And yeah, so but that's like as she's picking it up, so she's not giving it to you or anything yet. Oh, so what do you decide to do now with this information?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that for self-defense.
I don't think we can give this to you though. And we can't this is like our pride and joy here. This is
really
it.
Do you really me and Starfire here are out on an investigation to save the city. Do you really want Starfire and Raven to potentially die and we didn't have a batarang to save us?
But it's just one batarang. How is that going to be a weapon to help?
It's very sharp.
You're not wrong. I think she touches it and like to pick it up, and I think King Calendar, you see it start to like, you see one of the little like dots at the bottom of a question mark, like maybe like very faintly start blinking.
This question mark is blinking. The dot.
The receptionist turns it over. I think she hasn't even noticed, and she's like, oh, that's not good. This wasn't here before.
See, it's poison. It's dying. It needs to go outside.
Hey. Okay, King Calendar, you told narrator that it's blinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Narrator, you notice the blinking is like technological in origin. Like, there's a little like disc of something that is blinking that's causing that mild blink to happen. It's trying to be disguised as like part of the like weird intricacies and bumps and ridges and stuff of the back of the batarang. But that was definitely planted there.
Nerd shrugs and pushes it, assuming it's a button.
It's it's like very delicate and it just kind of like breaks.
Oh shit. Well, that was probably not intended to do that.
That's all. It's fine. I mean, hey, nothing's happening yet.
I thought it was really gonna be like a thing to summon the Riddler.
Oh, it hasn't summoned the Riddler yet.
I wonder if we need to get closer to the water treatment plant.
Maybe.
Or
maybe more of these light up.
Or maybe we could also try disrespecting it.
Disrespecting it?
Yeah, like stomping on it.
Like stomping on the whole battering?
I don't know if that would help.
Yeah, you can do it. Do it. Yeah.
Okay. Narrator delicately picks up the batarang. You'll take this to the water treatment plant. And I point to the question mark on the ground. You keep stomping on that and see what happens. I point to the receptionist.
Receptionist is like, okay. And she stomps on what's remaining of the, like, kind of like does the stomp, twist the foot on whatever's remaining. And it's like, definitely some technological thing has been busted under her feet. But yeah, and she's just like kind of like looking at y'all like, this is weird. Superheroes are strange.
It's Halloween. Happy trick.
We should probably get moving to the water treatment plant, huh?
Yeah, we should. I'll take the batarang.
Perfect. Okay, so you have the batarang. Just are you holding onto it, putting it in a pocket?
Yeah, but yeah, I say happy Halloween, happy trick to the receptionist.
Happy trick.
Joker's trick.
Joker's trick.
All right, y'all are heading out to the treatment plant, yeah? And that's okay. It's not super far from here. I think it like doesn't. It takes maybe like 20-30 minutes to get there from where y'all are at. What do y'all see at the treatment plant? I'd say you're like outside. It's like this treatment plant isn't like abandoned, but it's definitely like not up to its usual stuff. There's a place in my town where like a power plant used to be, and it's been kind of like for a while it was just kind of like empty, but in the middle of downtown ish, like not empty, but like there wasn't really anything going on. And then all of a sudden it became like, hey, you could park at the like central market there that's like nearby, and you could like I think they like put stores in there now. I think you can actually go into the power plant. I think it's like 2 or 3 steps before that, if that makes sense, where it's like not quite abandoned, but like you probably don't want to go in there. There's like nothing there really. But that's kind of like the state it's in. But what else do y'all see?
Eclipse, what do you think we see?
Man, I mean, I feel like if it's a water treatment plant, my brain immediately goes to the green sludge, but I feel like that doesn't make sense if it's Batman's debut. So
yeah, it's really brown, icky sewage, not green sludge.
Yeah, the Joker's that way because he fell in feces. No, no. I mean, I think it probably just looks like a regular plant, but I feel like just based on the information that we have, I feel like the beeper, the like I feel like all the dots on the Riddler's question mark should be lit up, right?
There are no more dots. There was just the one that got crushed.
Gotcha.
But you do see that there are. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like the water treatment plant is probably covered in graffiti, and a lot of it's old, but there's some that's very new. That's like the Riddler's question mark.
There are question marks for sure, and they also have little almost like little like sounds. Well, not sounds. They look like, you know, those like shower Bluetooth speakers. The like little pucks almost. Those are the dots of all of this graffiti. They're like little ones there, and they're just like peacefully blinking. Nothing's happening on a lot of those. And then you and King Calendar, you said that there was like sludge. Yeah, there's just like sludge coming out. Yeah, I think, and then I think the sludge does look off, like just kind of weird. Like, you can't quite put your finger on it, but it definitely like looks weird. Doesn't look like what the water treatment plant normally looks like, and you can't tell if it's because it's like kind of nighttime or if it's something actually different going on or what. But
Hey,
go ahead.
hey, Raven.
King Calendar, but yeah.
Yeah, you're Raven. Yeah, Raven. You ever wonder why this water treatment plant treats random green sludge and not sewage?
I mean, aren't there all sorts of like villains in the sewers? It might just look like that by the time it gets out.
What the hell are villains doing to sewage?
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like the alligator one probably eats it. The clay one too, probably.
They're like gags.
I think that there's like a gate all the way around this place. It's like on a city block, but there's like a big, like tall gate and chain link fence all the way around. And it is locked, just with like a padlock and some chain on the entrance. That's kind of how I'm imagining y'all are like looking through. What do y'all do from here?
Narrator holds up their hand. Hold on, I just got the perfect tool for this. And they take out the batarang
Uh-huh.
and they throw it at the lock.
Yeah. I think you get a good grip on it. I think like you've imagined throwing something like ever since you saw this in the thing and convinced the receptionist to give it to you, you've been looking for an opportunity to just throw this thing as hard as you can and just see what happens. Which means that it does absolutely break that lock. On the other hand, you're not necessarily trained with this, and it is like it doesn't like shatter, but it definitely like cracks hard, like wherever it hit and like sliced through the lock. It's like got a huge crack down it, and it might be able to be used one or two more times, but that's it.
Yes, I always wanted to do that. Kevin never lets me have these.
But yeah, you've at least busted open the lock. What's the plan from here?
Guess we go inside, right?
Yeah, let's go inside.
Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Hopefully nothing bad happens. As y'all are walking through, are you just like walking through up to like the main treatment plant area?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Narrator, you said that you saw question marks, right? That was the thing you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Where you, having solved a lot of King Calendar riddles and stuff, you have a feeling that they're leading you somewhere. But the yeah, they're leading you somewhere. Where do you think you're going? Or where is it leading you to in this building?
Dude, I feel like the break room.
Sure. Break room.
Yeah, break room.
All right. Is that where you're heading, or are you trying to go a different route than where it's directing you?
I feel like that's where we're heading, yeah.
Okay. What are you seeing as you're like walking through? I think that there's like stuff changing as you're going deeper into this place. It's like dilapidated, and definitely feels like it's outside of like the new graffiti so far, which feels fresh, like definitely like dried, but absolutely like done within the last couple of days. It's just like doesn't look like it's been touched in a while. Is there anything else that you're like noticing about the water treatment plant?
Eclipse?
I like the idea that it's a historic building. Not that the water treatment part is historic, but that it was potentially used as like maybe this was like a distillery at one point, and they gutted it, and like all the walls and brick are the same as it used to be, but all the tech is new.
Please, God, tell me there's like bottles of alcohol left.
Uh, maybe there's like some like chipped old glass, but I don't think there's like actual like this was 1920s like distillery.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, no vintage alcohol.
Actually, it would make a lot of sense the building would get gutted in the 1920s because of prohibition.
Mm-hmm. Earth AP Prohibition. I guess there wasn't superheroes then, so it doesn't. There's no real difference.
Earth AP Prohibition.
Alcohol made superheroes possible.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, that's it. When okay, so as you're going up to the break room, narrator, this I'm just gonna be open about the thing. This is the disadvantage that Riddler has now because of of everything. The seize control. Oh, wait, no. Who did the seize control?
Me.
Clips did.
Oh, okay, sorry. This is the thing you noticed now. This is your disadvantage. I forgot that narrator was really wanting the boomerang. And I forgot the even though it was minutes ago, I forgot the order of operations. Eclipse, King Calendar, you see like in the like they're pretty well hidden, but you see like a little tripwire type thing leading into the break room. And you also see like weird little like gas canisters kind of scattered around. But that's that's Riddler's disadvantage is you seeing this.
That seems bad. I think King Calendar's. I mean, how heavy are they?
They're in the break room, so you'd have to like be careful to go in there and not trip the thing, and then.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're all in there. They're in the break room. Like I'm imagining this is like a second floor type thing. Break room would like overlook, kind of like the main treatment plant area, like through a window. And so you're up on the second story, like in a hallway, about to walk through, or maybe not about to walk through, but so you're like, you two are on your guard, and King Calendar sees the tripwire, and then at the door, and then inside sees gas canisters from like I'd say like several paces back or something.
I do want to state that narrator has no way to notice this because like they're walking with like this like condescending walk that just screams that they feel invincible.
Hey, narrator, stop.
Yeah.
Calendar Man's gonna try and think back to like previous things that this building was used for, and try and figure out a hidden path to get into that room without tripping the thing.
Couldn't you just walk over the tripwire?
I don't think King Calendar knows how complex the tripwire is. There might be other elements to it.
Sure. So okay, so you're going to think back to other things that have happened. That's not a move, is it? It feels movie, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds almost like not quite a power, but a little bit of power.
Yeah, I mean, it is probably. I mean, it could be perfect knowledge of the past because I don't think Calendar Man or King Calendar has a reason to know all this stuff.
Sure, I'd say. Let's see, gotta look at your thing. I'd say, yeah, roll. I guess maybe it is like a push then. In that case, like trying to remember very distinct things that happened here that like you wouldn't normally know. I guess. Is that kind of the vibe?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Find your. I need to like pin this stuff, but I'm trying to find your list of powers in our thing. I remember if it was where is it? Oh, there they are. All right, I'm I'm pinning them so I have them forever. Let's see. Well, I guess maybe this isn't. It's just a difficult power to do. So I think absolutely you do this. And as you are like thinking back on all this stuff, you start hearing like whispers of you can't like tell what's going on, but you hear like small footsteps and whispers coming up like behind you. Like there was like maybe some stairs up to this hallway, and there's, I want to say, like a straight hallway with maybe like railing, so that you look down into like the treatment plant area, and then it goes to another part of the building on the other side, that goes around. Like that would be the other way. So there's a door on the other side, basically, that's like maybe hidden, a little bit hidden, and a little bit out of the way. But there's a door on the other side if you go down the other way, walk up the stairs, and come back around, almost like it's a big U shape. And then there's people behind you. You can hear like little footsteps as this is happening.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what do you do with that knowledge?
Sorry, I'm having trouble processing. Can you?
Yeah. So
what would be ways that I could get into the break room that would go around this entrance?
sure. So basically, there's you know that there's another entrance on the other side of this thing, and it's like normally locked. That was like a thing, is that people couldn't, someone got in through that door because it was unlocked, and that caused a big incident with the treatment plant, and like made, I don't know, maybe like Killer Croc mad. As you were saying, there's people in the sewers here in Gotham. So that's the perfect knowledge of the past, is like, okay, that I know that there's another door here that is like, that was like locked a bunch, and like it was reported on in the news or something, and it's basically on the other side. You go, basically, if you just kept walking and didn't go into the break room, and then just went around on the other side, up some stairs on like the other side of this big area. Does that make sense? If I'm not describing it, I can do it a little better. I can maybe draw an MS Paint thing.
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So uh I think what King Calendar might do is huh, I'm trying to think this through.
That's good. Yeah, you're fine. I think as you're thinking this through, not narrator is also starting to hear those footsteps and whispers from behind. Again, nothing, like you can't make out any words. It's like too far away, too echoey. It's like a pretty empty building. The footsteps are like muffled, and the whispers are like super not clear.
Oh, is this a physical trip or is it a digital trip? Mechanical or digital?
I'd say digital.
Okay. King Calendar is an inventor. Could he try and make something on the fly that would just trick this?
Hell yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Mention. Yeah, I think you totally could. I'm gonna cough real quick. I'm good. I'm better now. I'm normal. Yeah, absolutely. I think you could do that. Let's see, invention. I'm trying to think. This is. I think this is seize control again. You're trying to take control over this trip so that it doesn't activate for you too. That's my suggestion. What do you think?
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying I think this is a seize control roll.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
What's the stat?
What your choice? Whatever you think makes the most sense.
Let's see. I'd say probably protect here.
Sure. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
7.
7. Okay. You choose 1. You seize control over what was contested. You prevent yourself from ending up at a disadvantage or in harm's way. You put your opponent at a disadvantage.
I feel like seizing control is good here.
Perfect. So I think describe how you like put something together on the fly real quick for me.
Yeah, I like the idea because I feel like just like a regular like smoke screen is boring.
Mm-hmm.
I actually this is a very silly idea. I think I'm gonna go with it.
Hell yeah.
Calendar Man creates uh like a very not simple machine, but like a small like mixed like runic, almost sort of like a it's like a pseudo magical machine, like with some scrap metal and his own powers, and
Mm.
creates a very unstable but like stable enough to allow him to do this
Mm-hmm.
field around the tripwire that is from the timeline that he was in. So the timeline where Superman didn't come back, because
Mm-hmm.
in a timeline where Superman doesn't come back, the Riddler never sets this up.
Yeah.
And so he just sets that up and then steps over and then deactivates it.
Perfect. Narrator, do you follow in after it's safe?
Yeah, sure, but Nair's probably grumbling. The Riddler probably set that up. They probably were really proud of it and wanted to watch it. Like Nair like looks around for like any cameras.
There are cameras in here.
Do they look like they're on?
They're on, but you don't think that anyone's doing anything with this information right this second.
Nair like points to the camera. See, Riddler's probably like, I'm really hyped for me to fall in the trap. You just ruined it.
Those footsteps are getting seem like they're getting closer, and same with the whispers. Again, you still can't quite make it out, but you definitely hear them.
What's the gas? The gas cans? What kind of gas are they?
I don't think you would know what gas they are, but they do have little oh, you know what? Hold, I'm taking my headphones off. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do something for y'all real quick.
Okay, dude.
All right. So about that Manas RP that we're gonna do on Friday.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
Real.
Manas RP.
Real Among Us RP hours.
No, how about that Manas RP?
So how about that Among Us RP?
So how about that Minecraft RP?
They should let you do stand up.
If y'all didn't know, Eclipse's first introduction to Minecraft was doing Minecraft role plays on Roblox forums.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, that's all I heard. I heard Eclipse's first introduction to Minecraft was Roblox RP.
That's not true. That's true about Bun.
Oh.
Okay, yes, it is technically true for me.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That's such a like a silly way to get into it. I love it a lot. Let's see. Quick, because I'm drawing what is showing up because I can't just describe it. All right. Should see something in AP planning in just 1 second.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, but they are green and brown and like all types of colored canisters with this little emblem on them. And for those watching, it looks eerily similar to the face that we see in the cover.
Scary.
Nair like shrugs, grabs one. Does it have like? Do they have like pins?
Oh, like pins to keep the gas in?
Yeah.
No, but they're all like wired up to. I mean, I guess yes, technically, but they're all like wired up to. Or I guess not wired, but like tubed up, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. They're all connected up to a thing around the door that y'all came in. That seems like it would have been set off by the trip.
Do the gas cans look like you could like grab them and throw them?
No, they're like on the walls almost. Like they're like set up like they're on the floor, but they're like they got those like metal, like little like metal bars, like they kind of screw into the walls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So they're like on the wall, like they're attached to the wall, and they're like all feeding through to a little like dispenser system that would have set off right when y'all tripped the tripwire earlier.
Hey, d- d- um, wait, hold on a minute. Give me a moment here. And narrator pulls out. Uh, would it be too far fetched to say narrator has like a balloon or like plastic bag or something?
No, I don't think so. It's
There.
Halloween. I think you could have anything.
Okay.
Baby, it's Halloween.
Is
You can have anything.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
take.
drawn out joke.
I'm gonna take out the batarang,
Uh-oh.
puncture one of the cans, and fill the balloon with the gas.
That I do not think that is going to work the way you want it to, buddy. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is a seize control. You're trying to seize control of whatever's in this thing, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
roll what you prefer for this, whatever stat you think makes the most sense here.
I feel like maneuvers the one that makes sense here because this is very like athletic.
Yeah, like dexterous and yeah, it's a whole thing. You're like yeah.
Should I use a bond with a flash here?
I mean, you could go for it. You got a bunch.
Sure. Yeah.
Right, so
I'll use one bond.
All right, burning a bond, so we're gonna get it higher than whatever the result is, if that's applicable.
Hell yeah. So that's 8.
Oh, good. Okay. Whew. Let's see. All right, so you seize control. You get to choose 2 on a 10 because it was a 7 to 8. You burned a bond with the flash. Now it's a 10 plus. So you get to choose 2. You seize control over what was contested. You prevent yourself from ending up at a disadvantage, or in harm's way, or you put your opponent at a disadvantage.
Yeah. So I guess so I'm gonna take I seize control over what was contested and I put my opponent at a disadvantage.
Cool.
So I guess how this is gonna work is Nair's probably been doing a lot of free form exercise and training with the Flash to probably train their reflexes, which probably really helped in this specific case.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. And okay, so you now have a balloon full of this mysterious gas.
Yeah.
And yeah, what's up? Also, in this room, there is a big window that looks down into the treatment area. I don't know if y'all have looked through that yet or not.
Hey, Raven.
King Calendar, yeah.
You don't think this gas is deadly, right?
I mean, it might be.
Do you think those footsteps are the Riddler?
Maybe? I'm not sure.
Because I could totally throw this balloon down that hallway to try to take care of them, but I don't want to kill Clayface or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe we should wait. See who it is.
Yeah, I'll wait while having the balloon at the ready.
All right. Is the door open or closed, and are you hiding or anything?
I guess the Nair's probably hiding.
Yeah, King Calendar will hide too.
Okay. The footsteps pass, and it is you see the Riddler kind of mumbling to themselves, going, I thought that the riddle was pretty easy. I mean, come on, anyone could solve that. Meet me at the water plant, The water treatment plant. They not take the batarang? I don't get it. Like they're just like mumbling to themselves.
Can I do something really funny here?
Oh boy, sure.
When the Riddler gets as close as possible to the break room, Nair's gonna jump out and point to the shirt and go, "Here, check out my Joker trick," and throw the balloon at them.
Oh boy. Okay.
God.
Oh, this is funny. Narrator?
Yeah.
What are you most afraid of?
Being inadequate?
Okay. Being inadequate. Anything else?
I don't. What are some weird monsters in DC?
Anything. Anything can be a weird monster.
I feel like there's probably like some weird demons or accidental things that like attacked Earth that Nair's probably really like afraid of.
Perfect. So you jump out into the hallway, throw this balloon full of gas that pops. Yeah. To try it. That's your plan. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. You take Riddler by surprise completely. She did not know you were here. And when the gas pops, you get a couple breaths of it, and Riddler not only begins to transform a little bit, like just it starts off slow at first, but Riddler looks like they're like growing horns out of their forehead, like their green suit is like bursting at the seams and like revealing, and like their skin's changing color, and it's like some, I don't know how to adequately describe what I'm picturing, but it's some body horror shit. Whatever, however you interpret that, take that as you want. And your head begins ringing.
Oh jeez.
Every anxiety you've ever had about being a good hero, about doing well in school, about just anything, it's like an entire crowd of people are mocking you with those anxieties, just like digging in, and like the walls and like the railings and everything in this hallway are like falling apart as this is happening. And like Riddler looks like they are like at your throat, or they're about to be at your throat. Like they're saying something, but you can't even understand it. It's like garbled, it's nonsense. It's like they don't know how to use language anymore. It's just awful. Hey, King Calendar, where were you when this happened?
Still in the break room, I think.
Okay. Gas hasn't gotten to you yet. But you do you see this happen?
Yeah.
The balloon pops and green gas like kind of flows out of it, like explodes out. Excuse me, and like gets kind of all over Riddler and gets all over Narrator. They're both coughing, having a fit. It's just absolutely in a state. Riddler, like her eyes open, looking at Narrator, and it's almost like there's nothing there and there's everything there in their eyes, and they're just like, no, and they're just like screaming. They're just not handling whatever's going on very well. What do you do?
That seems bad. Okay. I think, is there a window?
There's the big window out to the thing. So you're on the second floor. Break room's like overhanging area over here. It's like in the center of the water treatment plant, and it's like has a view down. So there's a big window there, and then the other four walls are two of the other walls just have doors, and the other wall is just a wall that has like a, I don't know, like a whiteboard or something on it.
Cool. Let's say yeah, I think Calendar Man is gonna, I don't know, is I feel it's a superhero game. Is jumping out of a window very dangerous?
I don't think so.
Okay, Calendar Man is gonna jump out the window.
Calendar Man, you jump out
Calendar,
the.
or King Calendar.
I'm sorry, King Calendar.
I keep messing that up.
It's okay. We're all messing it up. It's fun. It's fun. King Calendar, you jump out the window, and yeah, it's not. Yeah, jumping out a window is fine. It's like when we were talking about like, I don't think the fall damage matters in this. When narrator did the cool thing with the robot, it was everything else that was the damaging part. So you do that. It kind of carries some of the gas away from the two of them as you do, because of your cool Raven cape, I think. So it's not, but there's still like some green gas up around them on the second floor, and you land. And is this the first time you've looked down out this window when you jumped and landed?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, in this big area, you see a tall figure, a tall, like, kind of lanky figure, arranging similar gas canisters around, and around a chair, and around some of the like water lines and stuff too. And there's like a chair almost like highlighted in light, and in the chair, hooked up to like a little like gas mask thing, hooked up to the gas canisters, is Calendar Man 1.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
That's bad. As you hit the ground, I think like you're doing your superhero pose as you like hit the ground. That shocks the lanky figure, and you turn around and you see this figure who has a like kind of burlap sack over their head, with eyes cut out. You can only see the whites, and you can only see like weird glowing teeth, maybe like a kind of a red like top, like kind of like battered and like broken, and their hands have like, the hands also look kind of like not right. Something about them, just everything looks wrong. They don't look like a person is under this thing, but obviously a person is under all of this stuff. They turn around to look at you, and it is the Scarecrow, and she says,
King Calendar, I'm glad you could finally make it. Where's your friend?
Also, how much time do we have left for you two? Because we could end it there.
What time is that? When do I have to get up? I could probably end it there.
Okay.
Yeah, I do kind of want to settle this with the Riddler before we settle this, though.
Sure. Yeah. You want to? Yeah. As the gas kind of moves away from the two of you, things kind of things kind of like stop being so morphed. Riddler seems to like change back to like a normal person. She's wearing a green suit, has a bunch of black question marks all over it. She has one of those domino masks on, like the Robin ones.
Yeah.
And is like coughing and trying to get the gas out of it. But you have a lot more of the. You have almost none around you at this point. and things are starting to go back. You still hear a handful of those like anxieties being needled into you, even though the gas is not around. So I'd say that's a well, what's the step above minor for condition? Whatever the -1 is, it's like, hey, if you do anything, and it's just a focus thing. It's just
yeah, it's moderate.
yeah, it's just when you try and it's like it's a moderate thing. It's like, okay, if you anything that requires like amount of focus, you're gonna have to push through all of these like anxieties that are like clawing at you.
They're just like gonna like lean against the wall and just like laugh very nervously and go, what is your damage? You literally tried to poison us.
She
I just thought this was gonna be like sleeping gas or something.
She's like coughing still. Like she's still got the gas all over her. She's not able to respond to you currently. I don't even know if she's processing what you're saying to her.
I'll try to help try to try to help get the gas out.
Okay, what are you gonna do to do that?
I guess just wave my arms, like try to create a draft.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say okay, here's what's gonna happen. You do that, and you're starting to do that, and she like looks at you. There's no like recognition in her eyes of like who you are. She just looks at you and is like fight or flight mode, and she is choosing fight. No words, just kind of like groaning, not groaning, but like just a scream, a yell, just like scared. And as you're trying to like get the gas off of her, she tries to go for a tackle.
Okay, yeah. Let's end off there.
Okay, perfect. That's it for our first, I guess, our first part of our Halloween special. Thank you, Eclipse. Thank you, Bun, for playing with me. Eclipse, do you have anything to plug?
Tomorrow I'm doing a one-shot of Third Empire, or maybe something else. I still got to decide for sure, but it's going to be a duet with chat, so that'll be fun on Twitch. And Friday, Bun and I are doing more Divinity Original 2.
No, I thought we were doing I thought we were gonna do Minecraft roleplay on the Roblox forums.
Sorry, we're doing Minecraft roleplay on the Roblox forums, using the Neopets browser.
I thought you were gonna say NFT for a second.
No.
Let's do some NFT roleplay.
I'm one of the monkeys. But what do you have anything to plug?
I don't think so.
Hell yeah. All right. I've been Implausibly Josh. This has been Implausibly Average, playing Worlds in Peril. Thank you all for hanging out with us. I thank you all for listening. Tomorrow we've got Dragon's Dogman, and I guess that's it. I got videos going up on Mondays and Tuesdays right now on the YouTube. Just search Implausibly Average, you'll find it. Yeah. Thank you all again for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Night.
Night.